Welcome back to my world. Well, as y'all seen in my last video, I had the head off this Bridgeport mill over here. And, it worked out really nice. So now I found myself needing to use that milling machine. So today we are going to true up the head, or as they say, tram the head. So we're gonna get the indicator all hooked up in here and set this thing up and true up this way and that way. So let's get busy trimming the head on the Bridgeport. Okay, first thing we're going to do is we've marked all these 1, 2, 3 blocks here. I smell smoke. They're all the same size, so we'll divide these up. Put the indicator in here first. Yeah, we'll set the indicator up first. Everybody does this different ways. Some people tram to the vise. Some people tram to the table. Me, I prefer to tram to the table. It's good to trim to the vise if you got a bad vise. If you got a good vise, there's really no need to do that. We're going to set that thing up about like that right there, okay? And we'll put her in neutral so we can spin it around. That's probably too far. The further out it is, the more sensitive it is, okay? So got to take all that into consideration too. Let's see how bad it's out. Don't know. Might be out pretty bad, may not be. Let's see. Can't gonna be able to tell from up here, but I'll let you know. I'm gonna set up another camera for the fine tuning. All right, we're on 0 there. We are not on 0 there. We are way off. And we are 10 thousandths out that way. We're 40 thousandths out there. And over here is just actually on the other way. So it's like this. And so we'll do the Y first, because this way is not too awful bad. Let's check it. I mean, we're going to have to trim it, but it's not off like the other way is. No, actually, it's not off to 2 thousandths. Okay. All right, so we'll do this way first. So first thing we want to do is to get that thing on the 0 mark. And it's not on the 0 mark, so. First thing we got to do is get that thing right there on the 0 mark. As you can see, it's not on the 0 mark. You know, believe it or not, them lines are fairly accurate. The other one's out 2 thousandths, and you can see it's just about lined up. If you'll tram one in and get it dead nuts and check them dials, you'll find out that just how close they really are. Okay, so let's loosen those 4 bolts up and get that on 0 right quick. Now what you do first is you're going to loosen these bolts up here. Not too totally bad. Just raise up our indicator in case something flops one way or the other. It shouldn't, but you just never know. These probably ain't real tight since I've never really tightened them up that much since I put the head back on. And this nut right here, that turns that little gear in there, okay? So get that thing back on 0. Not sure which one we gotta go here. I'm not familiar with it. that's on 0. Let's snug these back up just a little bit. Okay, now let's go back over here. And let's see where we are. Okay, we got the X pretty well done. As you can see, it's setting on 0 right there. I don't know if this can get the camera to pick this up very well, but on 0 there. We're gonna move it around here to the other side now. And we're on 0 there. So, it might be 1, I don't know, let's look at it again. 0 there. I guess it is still a couple thousandths, but we're gonna have to do the other way next, and then we'll come back and tighten it up and bump it around. Okay, now do the other side. You got to loosen these 3 bolts. 1, 2, 3. And here is your adjusting nut for the other way. Okay, which is tilting the motor, tilt it that way. When you get that one set on 0. Then you go back to the front and tweak it, and then you swing it and make sure it's all. You don't want, I mean, you can live with it being out of thousandths, but I don't recommend it. I try to get mine as close as I can, but in all reality, you know, they flex a little bit when you're machining anyway. But just get them as close as you can. That's pretty much how you do it, you know. You know, you loosen these 4 bolts up and use that. As you'll see, I got the front pretty much on 0, and look at that. That 0 line is damn near right on there, okay? So that just goes to show you, you can pretty much get it pretty close, within a few thousandths. You can get it within 5 thousandths if you're real good with them lines. All right, well, let's get to the back side now. Okay, we got it. We got it within 1,000ths all the way around, okay? But I think I want it better than that, okay? Because Thousandths is okay, but you know, so I'm gonna loosen this up just a little bit right here. See if I can tweak this thing in a little bit. Again, we're tightening up them 3 bolts on the side of the machine. Loosen them up just a little. It's on one side of the machine only. Okay, loosen them up a little bit. And then we'll move this back around here. We'll start at the back and move it around to the front. And by loosening them up, we moved that thing 5 thousandths. So, let's see which way this takes us here. Just tighten these up just a little bit. Be very careful when you start doing this because it's just, you know, just a couple of thousandths. I mean, you just move that thing and it'll change. So, if you want it right, it takes patience. Don't get frustrated because it's easy to get frustrated doing this shit. It really is. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's really easy to get frustrated. We still 2 thousandths out. Just barely move it just a little bit. Just a little bit. Take it back over here, set it back on 0 again. And we'll slowly come back around. Don't have much spring on your indicator because the more it hits, the more it's liable to throw it off. And we still, there should be it right there. That should be it, okay? Surely is. It's dead on 0 right there. And dead on 0 right there. So now then, let's tighten them up a little bit. Usually it's going to move when you start tightening it up. So don't tighten them up a whole lot at a time. Just to snug them up. And check it again. On 0. On 0. Okay. Tighten them up a little bit more. Alright, that should be tight enough. Now let's check it now. Still on 0. Don't look like it moved any. Come back around. Bingo, baby. We're on 0. Zero there, roll it around. It's on 0 again. So we got the back. Back to front is good. All right, now let's check the other way again. Okay, now we got it. You got 0 right there, pretty much. Okay, I believe we got it. We're 0 there. Come around here to the other side. I mean, it might be a 4/10, maybe a 1/2 thousandths. But you know what? I'm gonna consider that a success. I'm gonna lock them down, and I believe we're ready to use this bad boy. All right. Well, yeah, we got it within about a 1/2 thousandths all the way around. For what I do here, if it's got to be closer than that, I'll grind it. But anyway. You know, when you're doing that, I'm not the world's best at this, okay? Usually it's not that aggravating to do. The back wasn't very, the Y wasn't very bad because, you know, it's a flat surface there, but the X, you know, I had that whole head off. So it's got the more long bolts and it's sitting in the T-slots and stuff. So it took, you know, you gotta, I kept working with it. It kept going, you know, flop, flop. I go one direction and go back the other, and I couldn't never seem to get the slack out of it, you know? In that Y, in that X direction, but you know, I finally did get it. But the main thing about trimming a head is don't let it mess with your head. okay? Because it can really start messing with your head. If you just got to make sure you start with those lines, okay? Because that's your starting point. I don't care what the indicator says. Start with the lines, because they're going to get you within 10,000s. If you can get it within 10,000s, the rest of it, just try to always work from the same direction. It's easier there. But if you ever get past that point and then it goes the other way, then you start playing that back and forth game, and that's when it gets aggravating. But you'll figure it out, But anyway, hope you enjoyed that little quick tutorial, and don't forget to like and subscribe, and God bless. Have a wonderful weekend.